Hey everybody, just barely squeezing it in once again. Dual666 here. Welcome back to another DVD Blu-ray horror movie collection. We have an all 2000s horror update for you as promised. It's real late, guys. It's last night of the month. Trying to get this up before August is in. And yeah, just gonna get right into it. Soundtrack for today is my band Deceive The Dead's latest work. Technically drops tomorrow, but it's live on all platforms right now. If you want to go check it out, link will be in the description. All our social media links will be in the description as well. This is our new EP called Arisen From The Abyss, and yeah, the band is called Deceive The Dead. I've been with these guys for a long time. We've taken a hiatus for a while, and now we're back and have some new music. So yeah, check that out. Melodic death metal, if you are into that. I'm gonna turn it down a little more now so that we can talk. Alright guys, you know how I like to do this. Do the Smokies first today. Cheers everybody. And we have a Shilling Hard Cider Moonberries. A partially sweetened berry cider. And yeah, these are pretty good. I've already had a few. So cheers, everybody. Pretty sick fan. I like the design there. Cool. Oh yeah, it's really good. Okay. Let's get into it, guys. First thing we have here is technically what I would refer to as a slasher film. It's just not quite as like straightforward as a lot of slashers, so I didn't want to include it in the slashers early 2000s slashers video that's coming at the end of the year. So I included it with this update. This is Severed from 2002. I used to be at Albertsons with my folks back in the day getting groceries, and while they're in the line paying for all the groceries, I'd run over to the video rental section. I'd be looking at all sorts of horror titles. Vividly remember seeing this artwork so much as a kid and reading the back and just like, oh, I was so afraid of horror movies, but I was so fascinated by them still. So this was definitely an early interest in my life, and having finally acquired it and watched it, what a stinker it actually turned out to be. It's really not as horrible as they come, but it's definitely not a great movie. It is really, really cheesy, but honestly for me, I love a cheesy slasher. It's a little more, like, detective story-ish about it, too. Like, I like that. It's kind of like similar to, like, Delirium or something like that from the late 70s, early 80s. But really fun if you like video rental trash. That's really all it comes down to. So, yeah. Severed's fun. Not to be confused with the the film Severed from, I think, either the same year or the next year. It's called Severed Forest of the Dead, which is a completely separate film. It's like a zombie film. Check that out if you're like a slasher diehard, or if you just like early 2000s rental store trash, because I certainly do. Alright, early 2000s as well. Obviously early 2000s. The whole fucking update is early 2000s, but this is early 2000s. 2002 with Nicole Kidman. We have The Others. This is like a monumental like ghost flick. We've seen this same plot done many times in many different films, but this is honestly like a really, really, really good adaptation of the same storyline. Acting's fantastic. The just like all the scares are well executed. I think the direction's fantastic. It's wonderful. I really enjoyed it. Like, I don't have a whole lot to say about it, honestly, because I feel like it's just such a widely known movie. I don't really want to spoil it per se also, but I know a lot of people have seen it by this point, so it's just like, see it for yourself. It's like the same, I believe it's the same, like, there's a few changes, but it's very similar to the Bly Manor series in plot, and we've seen that done in a lot of films, so yeah. Really, really well done haunted house / ghost movie. Okay. Next up we have More early 2000s trash. This is a Asylum flick, and I actually really enjoyed this one more than I enjoy a lot of Asylum flicks. This one is just like a little more well executed, not as cheesy. We have The Beast of Bray Road. Shout out to my homie Daniel Bray. It always makes me think of him when I announce this title or think of it. Yeah, anyways, really solid werewolf flick, like B-movie, Z-grade movie almost. It's pretty awesome, like, for what it is. I think that it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of gore and violence to be had. Sure, the werewolves don't look great, but they look better than a lot of other ones. So, yeah, I'm just like, I'm not gonna tear this down. I thought this was like a lot of fun for an Asylum flick. So definitely check out The Beast of Bray Road if you love werewolf flicks. Like, this was actually really good. We have a Masters of Horror DVD. I scoop one of these up once in a while. This is Stuart Gordon's Dreams in the Witch House, his H.P. Lovecraft adaptation. Not great, not my favorite Stuart Gordon stuff here. You know, honestly, the Masters of Horror series, they really know how to take a great director and give him not enough fucking means to make a decent flick, which makes for some really fun, cheesy stuff. And that's really all this boils down to. The original story is so fucking scary and brooding. This is just not gonna fucking carry through for that sort of deal. It is good, like, it's fun and entertaining, but it's not a good adaptation of Lovecraft, in my opinion. It just doesn't have that sense of dread. It's really cheesy for what it is. It is what it is. Okay, next up we got a pair here. Got the official release of Pulse, and then we have this boot that I found. And you guys, I think I've talked about Pulse in the past before. I think I used to have it in a 3-pack or something back in the day. Don't know what happened to it because I've checked my shelves. I don't have this movie for some reason still. But early 2000s ghost movie, like really cheesy, like digital ghost sort of deal, like stuff that doesn't make any sense by today's standards. Like, it just literally doesn't make any sense. But still has some scary moments. Just not great. Like, definitely just a jump scare shitfest, honestly. If you're not into that, steer clear. Honestly, wasn't up to my fucking par, but, like, you know, I still get some nostalgia from it because it came out when I was growing up, so it was cool to finally check it out, at least, I guess. Like, you know, for the first time in 15 years, at least. This is one I had higher hopes for. This is an old rental DVD, Lionsgate DVD, of The Morgue, 2008. And this movie just, like, falls flat. Like, it doesn't really have, like, a plot at all. Nothing really happens. It's just kind of like a big mess. And then it doesn't, like, it's not really creepy because of that. It doesn't really have a sense of direction or pacing. Like, there's just nothing really going on. Nothing really compelling to really grip you or make it scary at all. So, yeah, I gotta say, The Morgue was pretty lackluster. I've watched it a few times, and yeah, it's kind of a stinker, guys. So, steer clear, I'm gonna have to say. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get this. That was the whole EP, so if you guys want to check it out again, I'm just gonna mute this for now on so nothing weird or random or commercials happens now. And, okay, guys, not a stinker. Okay, maybe it is, but it's one of my most beloved films of all time. I absolutely adore this film. I have watched it maybe more than any other film of all time, and I've been slowly, like, showing it to friends. Most of them think I'm crazy because I love it, know every fucking word, and, a few of them have embraced it and know the glory that is Poultrygeist, The Night of the Chicken Dead, from 2008, I believe. This is the ultimate trauma film, in my opinion. It's my favorite trauma film of all time. It's a zombie chicken exploitation musical, and it hits on all cylinders. I really believe that this movie is like the crown jewel of trauma. And if you're not really into trauma, you definitely won't like this because it's just more of the same. But I feel like it's the most cohesive and, like, just well-made of almost all their films. Like, some of them look a little better than this production-wise, but for some reason this one is just, it just melts together perfectly for me. I love the storyline. I love the stupid-ass characters. I love the ridiculous acting. I love the green slime and blood everywhere. Just, I don't know, for some reason it just works. It may have something to do with how early I saw this. I saw this way too early in life. My parents bought me the original exclusive 3-disc edition when I was a kiddo. I think that was like one of 15,000 units, and I still have it somewhere back here. I think it's right here, actually. But it's getting so beat, I wanted to preserve that original. So when I was buying a copy for a friend of mine who loves this film as well, I decided to just get another one so I could talk about it here. I just haven't shown this movie enough love over the years. I absolutely adore it. If you love trauma films and you haven't seen this, mandatory viewing. It is so goddamn funny and so goddamn violent and gory. Excellent film. Marvelous fucking film. Like, just can't go wrong. I compare it fondly to Dead Alive in that respect. And that's a legendary film. Okay, this is something I've been after since I was a kid. I don't know why I was 15, 16 years old looking for this fucked up film, but I was. Those were the old days on YouTube when the old community was going strong. There's a few people, stragglers from those days, still making content, and I love all y'all. Y'all know who you are. We were all after shit like this back in the day when the Scat House channel was teaching us what the fuck was what. This is Slaughtered Vomit Dolls from 2006, directed by Lucifer Valentine. The first in his Vomit Gore trilogy that ended up being more films, I believe, after that. But this is like a vomit gore slasher sort of deal. It is just torture porn and vomit madness. Like, there's a lot of satanic, sexual, crazy shit going on, man. Like, not for the faint of heart. If you are not into, like, just balls to the wall, strangeness, and fucking depravity, steer fucking clear. I need not say much more. Super happy to have it. I really enjoyed it. I was a little lackluster in my opinion, but I've heard that the sequels just keep going and getting gnarlier, so I'm going to be looking for Regurgitated Sacrifice and the third film, whose name eludes me at the moment, but man, I've been after them for a long time, so we'll see if they ever pop up. I got that one at a fucking con like last year, so they're out there somewhere. Okay, got a Blu-ray here, guys. We're going to get into the last two films of the update. They're Blu-rays. We have The House of the Devil, 2009. This movie is awesome. It's like a cult film, like not as in like beloved only by a cult audience, but as in like actually about a cult. It's got some like 70s and 80s vibes that like kind of don't know which decade they want to be in, so it comes off a little inauthentic in my opinion, with those kind of like dated vibes that it's going for. But still, this is like a really, really fun and creepy ass film, and the ending is really, really cool. There's a lot of good cinematography in it. The acting's fantastic. Ty West did a good job with this, so yeah, can't steer you clear. I really enjoy The Innkeepers a little more than he did later, but House of the Devil 2009, super fucking sick film still. So yeah, check that out if you haven't. Last one, guys, we have a TerrorVision Blu-ray here. This came in 2007, and I didn't know about this until pretty recently. I think Daniel at the Cobwebs channel mentioned this in one of his videos. This is End of the Line, and it's like also like a cult film as well. Like, there's a cult going around murdering people. The apocalypse is happening, or to some degree, like at least the cult believes that the apocalypse is happening. So there's this group of people in a subway trapped, getting hunted by the cult, and God knows what else. It's like a pretty fucking intense film. Like, there's some really gnarly gore effects in this movie, and just really intense sequences for sure. So if you're about that, check this out. Like, I would say, like, for fans of the Midnight Meat Train and like the sadness, like, definitely same vibes. Like, just really gnarly displays of inhumanity here. So check that out. Really fucking cool film. So yeah, TerrorVision, always go support those guys. They're doing really good work. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I know it's a little brief. I'm gonna be getting into August here. Got lots of fun stuff happening in August. I do believe I'll finally be doing the VHS update here in August. I know I keep saying that, but I think it's coming here in August, guys. I got a feeling this time. So we will be circling back around now in August to 60s slashers. And then so on and so forth from the rest of the year, we will go to 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s slashers. And, you know, we'll just talk about slashers for the rest of the year. You guys know that's my favorite type of horror film. So we're just going to talk exclusively about those for the rest of the year. And, yeah, I hope you guys are cool with that, because I'm more than cool with it. I can't wait to show you some of the shit I've dug up from the 60s next month. Until then, guys, I just hope everyone's doing okay. Treat all your loved ones well. Be good to everyone that's in your life that you care about. You know, nothing's ever set in stone. So live like you're gonna go tomorrow, I guess. But yeah, I would just say one final note. Just go for whatever it is you're going for in life. Go for it all the way. And eventually that shit usually works out if you go for it all the way. Just never give up, never compromise. Go for it. That's what I'm doing. And it's working out right now. So everyone just fucking hang in there that's having a struggle. Mad love to you. I will see you guys again soon. Dope666